What is up guys, Kane here. So I have actually found something quite interesting. A fight between Gem, which will be a little bit stronger, and the tower newest hero, which is presumed to be one of the most overpowered second generation heroes thus far. And as we can see, they have fully developed Naga, 6 stars awakened, and 6 stars double awakened, with 6 stars weapon and over level 100, and also jealousies upgraded quite high. Then we have Arcane Eagle, which is made to be a buffer slash DPS, I suppose, since from what I know, this eagle will be buffing the Arcane Archer to do a lot more damage, and from what we see here, she has Anger Emblems almost maxed. So probably this skill is one of the more overpowered ones with Arcane Eagle, I guess. I am unsure of that decision. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6-star commanders or champions, which is quite good. We have Judicator with Everlasting, and they have a new flag feature, which I am unsure of what these numbers mean at the moment at least. I know that this is like weapon and there are ranks and levels in there. She has Everlasting upgraded, Dragon Golem. Now I think this Dragon Golem is completely maxed in its flag feature, so he should be pretty tanky. And they also have Greed, which if a unit falls below 35%, I think he will heal 2% each second for 15 seconds or something like that. So pretty decent, nothing too overpowered, and they don't have the assassin meta, so they don't need successors on all of the tanks. So Sister also fairly upgraded, 6 stars, and also the emblem, which I am unsure if we will have, which is the healing emblem, which has, I believe, 20% increased healing or something like that. Again, I am unsure if we will have that. They have Paladin fully decked out, 6 stars, 6 stars awakened, 6 stars weapon, and 100 level in the weapon. Also, Gear of Time quite high upgraded. Now again, Successor's Legal Emblems is mostly just the global meta. And they have Magic Airship, 6 stars double awakened, fully decked out weapon, and an emblem to try and avoid being controlled, which I suppose is needed because the Magic Airship is a pretty good buffer. And now moving to Gem, and the first unit we're going to check is a new UR from the 4th rotation. And it's a castle UR called Falconer. Now, from what I know, this unit starts out as ranged, so he's shooting arrows for a specific amount of time, and then he turns to a charger, and then he charges to the front line or back line, whichever is in front of him. And as we can see, he has quite a lot of defense, quite a lot of attack, and I think a decent number of HP. Nothing compared to SSR, which is like double awakened. This guy has 17 million. Yeah, it's twice as less than most others, I suppose, but still, he's very tanky. And moving towards Green Dragon, now this Green Dragon is class changed and also under a skin. So this Green Dragon is 6 stars awakened, 6 stars double awakened, weapon is fully maxed. And for the emblems, they have a new emblem, which we do not have in the official servers, which reduces the defenses by 24% of whoever this unit hits, which is pretty strong. Unfortunately, I do not know these skills by memory, so I am unsure what she does, but from what I can remember, one of these skills can one-shot some units on the enemy field at the very beginning of the match. And now, the third rotation you are for Rampart, which is the Earth Dragon. So this Earth Dragon is one of the better tanks in the game. I think, I am unsure, but he does have some pretty amazing defensive skills, especially in a jumps formation, though I am not sure if he can perform quite good in any other formations. For emblems, we see he has Successor's Legal Principles, which is probably one of the first successors that I have seen in this game thus far. Then they have Fawn, the Dungeons, Judicator style, let's say buffer debuffer with Everlasting. Most of these skills are similar to Judicator, but it's either a buff or debuff. Probably similar level as Judicator, maybe more, maybe less. And now moving towards Mantis. So probably quite a few people thought that this was a Blade Dancer, but unfortunately this is a Mantis with his premium skin. And from what we can see, he also has a almost finished flag. And for the emblems, they have defense penetration, again removing defenses of whoever this unit hits. And now for Pegasus, this Pegasus is class changed into a tank. Full stars, weapon is fully maxed, and for the emblems they have Tarnum, which I kind of forgot, but I think it's either 4% damage reduction for every defensive unit, because this is defensive, or 4% for every rampart units. Sister, now she is a healer from the castle faction, and she has Everlasting with the other two emblems, which would increase healing if they had a 4 set of them. But he doesn't, and he preferred Everlasting, so most of these skills are just for buffing. And Light Dragon, another castle champion, which the 5th skill is pretty damn overpowered, reducing 80% of a unit's damage, and I believe attack speed for 8 seconds, 12 seconds, something like that. Pretty overpowered for the early game, so this formation is quite strong. So moving on to the fight. As we can see, the tanks are pretty covered. There is an empty spot in the middle line, but I think it will be covered. Yeah, so what we can see is that this archer has killed somebody in the back line. Now I am unsure as to how or which skill or what happened, but we can see that this archer can hit the backline in some way. The same as for the Green Dragon class changed, and after some of those units die, the fight is pretty much over because Daremyth needs her backline to survive. And now if we can check again, let's check the Falconer and what he does. So he starts out right here, he's shooting golden arrows. And so I've seen some arrows landed here, and I've seen some falcons here on and off. So yeah, there's falcons here, there are some falcons here. As you can see, they're proccing on quite a few units. And I do believe I've noticed the falconer's trigger hitting straight behind a tank. And now his arrow's finished and he's running towards the front line. So yeah, as Daremyth appeared, she seemed pretty overpowered, but this new champion from Castle literally just one-shotted a 6-star UR of Arcane Eagle, which made the Arcane Archer not as strong as a damage dealer without something that can buff it. and the Arcane Eagle does buff Arcane Archer quite a bit. So after that happened, Falconer also started shooting arrows behind the front line and killing stuff behind the front line from a rather safe distance. So as far as the Chinese meta is going, they're releasing overpowered heroes, overpowered units, and then they release something that legitimately just counters it straight up. So imagine probably Devil, but from a safe distance and with the ability to one-shot targets, and you got pretty much Falconer, which turns to melee at about 30 seconds in the match, I suppose, 40 seconds in the match, something like that. Again, I am not sure on all of the skills, but he does seem pretty strong. Now, the power difference of 2 million in Chinese servers, at least at this level, and this like emblem level and decked out and all that kind of stuff, this was the guy's main formation, and this was the guy's, I think, second formation, or even the first one, so it doesn't pose like a huge number when units can just get one-shotted either way. Anyways, thanks for watching, and this was pretty interesting, at least to me.